Yama kwa bi ma de ba bi jom juma die so ye do asesa fe na waso TV na ase nkwa na ye de ma 1760 any text line na ye pem se ko no betimi do adwen chere de abre ana betimi ahwe o multitvworld.com no ahwe Facebook nso a nso betimi akan ma menka o se ba bibia wo no betimi ahwe juma die wo internet access nkwa no de multitvworld.com/streams and ana pay so penifo atena se bedwem adwen chere na ye pem so ye kɔ no mpanifo mienu na be kam ho na ye be to atwadwen no minim se ni pam pem na wo mo so ehwe dwumadie na wadwen kyerɛ no de ya na hia me papa ɛna no pɛn sembensa na ye dwen ho President Mills akopie mu ɛwɔ US abrochima mu nyina anim oni mampani ba Obama kohyia ne akyire ɛnra ɛna oni nsɛntwerɛfo hyia na asɛm nyina ne sɛ Ghana Ghana mfie miensa ne ye de aman hyɛ ne nsa no dwumadie sumu ya waye dia mo man Ghana ebi nsi da o say unprecedented mfie miensa pe ene kakra bi pe no amanfo asetire mo yeye economic indicators na ekoye bibia ekọ kama no mum na no kyerɛ sɛ eniema bi wɔ hɔ a entɔkyew kakra nanso no ne fa kɛse na no de amanfo bi dia dance NDC bae wabɔ mo modern papa enu ti Ghana fo bɛhɛ so na ya to aba ne mpire so edi ama NDC ni President Mills one ne ya adwen ana da bi for our text messages brain ye ni sa asemi nkomo Alliance for Accountable Governance for also African Central for Nshemu o ma so nyina ne se kwan a Social Security and National Insurance Trust Senate efa so na omo shares ana omo fa ewo the Trust Bank ba kwa wo man mu ha no Senate for efa wo mu ye 61.14%. Na sa shares you know na Senate for adani ediama EcoBank Transnational na no na afa for chese bank amusi enye yie ne profit onya ebro target amode ma no be se double bank amusi enye yie na makoton no omo niema omo ayem ne branches ahodo omo wa omo guso abo homoden ehu hia senke afa value of the shares ya nka 14 pesos no afa dwumako bi friend strategic African securities ya wo sese etogbu afa de dia ono nso ye Bank of Ghana board member odidi mu a ekoton shares ya ton 12 pesos ye di value no afa for chese ade na ebon pa anti parliament enfre senate for no munye mu hwehwemu ye behwe na yapimu na yakɔhwe na yekoso ɛwɔ mikure bi wo mu a yapɛ na yatie afa nso no Nana Adom Akufo-Addo presidential candidate at the New Patriotic Party. Ofri English Ebruchimemu after BBC Talk ene Oppenheimer lectures. Ene obesha ase abo apro woni pre nu so e finfin mantemu nationwide tour. Na seminar ne se tour to restore hope. Also call listening to awie woti amanfo how ene omusun. Wono so ni obetimi aye dia for how ne omusun no. Watu ne din a tour to restore hope. Na hope bi go home pa e be restore na okọ ene die na okotie na die na wo okaka kire omo sama ye bepe na ye bisamu na afenso no census penifo na penifo omo he enipa ne adan council o memha Ghana Sectorial service o man kuntabufo no omo de abetu dwase nyame adoma April bosome ba besim ne de to so aduasa omo de o man nipa kan ene adan kan ho sunsanso do ba betu dwa na obi bisa se it is a nyese dan suit for ede assembly to dwanra na sanso a it in Ghana Sectorial service nkade empa na omo twen se e konfie mienu ni aka nipa wie na mo fa resource ne mai ehun sunsanso wa abato ebeto 2012 na it say demarcation electoral area demarcation constituency demarcation effect ben na census resource ne binya also when in komodi a ye de ebre na no pay na panifo mienu ya ton sa from we di kan atenase Ura Kwame Jantoa, Deputy General Secretary at the Convention People's Party. Obani mwache mwakwaba. Isha wacha yakra.
Oh, 6 March na mwa.
Obinim. Me kasi se bisha wacha.
I would have shared
na independent
square. I'm Husa. Mete one.
So and I heard him say Deputy Communication Director at the New Patriotic Party. Ura John Bodu and so eba kayensa Multi TV World or here Facebook and now 1760. Yebetimi akinkai but obani yefa graphic share dwumadie no ase graphic di aba se ene no final census results out April 30th. Now, story by Kofi Eboa, or say the final results of the 2010 population and housing census are expected to be released on Monday, April 30th, 2012. The Ghana Statistical Service has indicated originally the results were scheduled to be released on March 31st, 2012, but some initial field challenges which impacted negatively on the data collection process have necessitated the rescheduling of the date for the release of the results. Acting government statistician Dr. Philomena Nyakon, who made this known to the Daily Graphic in Accra yesterday, dismissed allegations that the release of the results was being delayed to favor certain political interests. Quote, "I am not worried at all because technically I know there's nothing we can do with where we are now," she said. Some interest groups, including the Dankwa Institute, have mounted pressure on the Ghana Statistical Service to release the census results early. In a statement issued in Accra a couple of days ago, the Dankwa Institute asked the government to allow the results of the census to be released in time for the 2012 voter registration exercise. The delay is unusual and unprecedented. In total, it's Maka and Ano Joada, Yanu Gabia Sorry, Dako, Edi Sasimi Komona, Omon Sumabetu Janientia, Omudidi say census results on Ache. Now, opening answer na member also no. Mamenko Ra Gabi Asari Ochi Dako, na on the executive director, the Madam Kwa Institute. Yemisane said, Nano Asomom di Tujai, and they Ghana Statistical Service for their Tuja say April 30th, Ebebaso, na the results na Betuja, or my out of Muyamana. Ora Gabi Asari Dako, pay Badwam and watching.
Akaba, Major Sune, Bias.
You, Ora Kwame John to us, so I'm watching.
Oh, Major Super.
You, Omani, now no Joada, and a new Dean Como, or Jumedi, so census results, yeah. Na mo kan wasem sache and the graphic they atuja Dr. Philomena Nyakon acting government statistician they atuja say nyame adoma April 30th and the results no ebeba bonting. Good news for DI.
Oh, maybe Obusamia is not good enough. Oh, well, April 30th naka how long no ye present biometric registration naka 1 week. Me boy. 1 week I said. Wow. There you see, a problem, let's say, because the sources are what GSS, such as a resource now you're ready. Why your analysis, yeah, we require check. What I say? Well, let's push that aside. So if you can work hard to bring out 30th, what stops you from working harder to bring it out before the biometric registration? You see, the issue is there. I'm sure, let's assume. The assumption is the government or the GSS or the political party will be able to say, be transparency, free and fair elections. So, me and the party and the constituency, me were figures now, me agents, me the Bema after say, polling station, area, by census, expected registration base, a corporate 10% and your bonnet. Now, a possible be careful because it shows it may give them a better indication, say, we are registering under 18 have been registered, over your friends say, your friends and foreigners have been registered near there. The Americans say, if the results are in before the exercise, you are talking about 30 days as a 30 days or 1 month, just making something faster by 1 month. I did almost 2 years. And room there can buy earlier, continue more than the buy earlier, can better because at the end of the day, you registration. Na ukong say be a ukrom. The register no na nip president 116 and above in 2010 10,000. Na and then say on year registration one register nipa by 16,000. Ebe yo Because 16 and above, let's just say in 2 years' time, will be 18.
Sure.
That is within 2 years, no, I shoot you up by some 6,000. What did I say? Over 60%. It's not possible. Unless we are where you could discover oil and gold in the event, say platinum, no within the last 2 years will be a rashikoa.
Now,
it's the end I make us say, and no, I say, I pay now and go for a question. Biometric data and FS any other. On the bantama. I don't know. People will then be able to be looking at it, and it may even discourage one on the numbers they become. But that's my only concern.
But Gabi, Mekasa Nano Joada, Dr. Farijan, any Penifo share, Sasama now Kamasimi, Obi Rezima, or Yano say. Biometric registration, any census results, and then how more can be also. No moment say a two about
Farijan, sometimes there are comments in here. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Yaka verification, or no one can say verification, just saying, who can I show paper, show card verification. Yaka verification. Or no, was he not sort of giving some impressions here? And I said, no, what you have to say as a verification. Obianka said, that's not, I don't know why Farijan does that and makes things difficult for everybody. On the last election, and I'm sure, sir, he wants it to be as credible as possible. You don't need census to do biometric registration. And that's how you need it all. Well, they would have made it. Without census, you can register. What must I say? And the Obianka say you need it, but it's a 1 year census. Now results are available. Isn't it better to bring the results out? And you bet me a cross check.
But Dr. Philomena Nyakoche said, Mamin Kotu exactly as someone who can yentia results in Nache or say, originally, the results were scheduled to be released on March 31st, but some initial failed challenges, which impacted negatively on the data process, have necessitated the rescheduling of the release of the census results. Also, no more failed challenges.
Originally, no, date look on the buyer now was 2011. Original data can be released. One of them, and the challenges need there. The challenges have been there. In every census, you may have challenges. The question we should ask ourselves, as I say, with technology, it should have come faster than maybe in 2000, the 2000 results came. Nigeria, they did census in 2007. Their results were in. The results came in early enough for them. What am I saying?
But okay, graphic now. Gabi, Dr. Philomena Nyako say yes, census be annual. The results are not supposed to be come in until about 2 years. And what can one say? Into one crowd my under 2 years next to my idea second and 4 bomb abaso.
The American is Nigeria is bigger than Ghana. On population, 160 million. They release years under 2 years. Well, okay. America, because they are more advanced than us. Within 6 months or so, or 3 months, the results were on the net for everybody. And because of advancement in technology, so 2000, if you release it in 2 years, it doesn't mean you should release it in 2 years this time around. 100%, because first, the system requires feed information to. There are more advanced systems that are cleaning up earlier.
Right.
The Electoral Commission said, majority of the cleaning up would have been done the very day of the re-election because what they are doing feed then the machine will cleaning up immediately. We will raise this matter for various reasons because our own sources within Ghana Statistical Service have also been saying that the results are ready. They don't understand why the delay. They may not come out to speak publicly. What am I saying? I think where people not in Ghana's Statistical Service are one from say. No one wanted in there, they knew what was going on. I may not mention names, but you know what I'm talking about.
Dr. Grace Mediakwana.
If some of these things are coming out, it's important we raise issues. Because what about April 30th? What about April 30th? Not about 1 week. near we census. It's later on a cross check. Hey, your friend is saying, Chebby, none the president is a nipan here. 10,000. Now I say I could do 20,000. Bando, now I say I could do say. What's my share? It's not afraid no. I'm not confusion in I can't say I have a I don't can.
Right.
If the results were in earlier, I bet me are discouraging for compensation maybe because of the sort of numbers we are dealing with. Sometimes one year in terms after I said okay, it's neither here nor there. Obian can say. Yeah, statement and say without census, you can't do biometric registration. But who census now? It can then give you an indication what to expect.
Right.
With the number of people who voter register. It's as simple as that. Okay. But anyway, on the back out, it's okay. It's okay. It will, because one of our out so earlier, Electoral Commission, I guess, on creating new constituencies. Constituencies, I'm saying you have to create them 6 months or so before the next election. 6 months, and maybe you may remember. 80, it helps. It's important that it comes out early enough. But say, creating new constituencies. Beyond the results, out. These are some of the things that people may be thinking. Say, maybe I'm creating new constituencies. The results are out before the constitutional deadline. But this important exercise of registration is there. Mumpa results in Mantema, yen check it as it's happening, yen track it as it's happening. I still have a little difficulty with.
But truly, but you know, fierce view of horse results, Obi Peso de Bibiana.
I mean, those fears are in there. Those fears in there because, the thing is, every politician, maybe not in America, in Ghana, if you give a politician the opportunity, what am I saying? Because the power, no.
To politicians, we are called for, and I'm we are there.
Maybe a politician, but no, I mean, we should work on that assumption. What must I say? We should work on the assumption that be a political party, be our money charter. We should work on that assumption.
Okay.
And then what you do is you then try to use systems, institutions, transparency, pressure from media, civil society, to get them to do the right thing. And no one to raise the issues.
Yes, said as Gabia Sorry, executive director at the Madam Institute. As a politician, as a more chrono.
Oh, Kaba. Your chrono, your chrono. Oh, paper chrono, politicians know they are clean. Yeah, you are human beings like any other person. They are perfect. But say we same there. But anyway, yes, not unless you call the person. It is what you be there. Not me as what is what you be.
Or you mutu. Census results. I say that question for Adi by na amawe more pressure statistical service for. But Dr. Farijan on Monday, I say census results has nothing to do with biometric registration. Because so normal, ne mo mo chance be banom dia electoral constituency demarcation. Enti asem papa afi na eba asem papa.
Oh, census
results no.
Oh, me de mame yi asem ba ko a wo kan wo yi mu na memfa nkasem. Was it originally the census was scheduled to be released on March 31st, but some initial field challenges. Initial field challenges. So, say with an institution like Census AE, you field challenges any. No ma Ghana for Aswati. Yes, it is no. Sa no.
Ebe
free. Census in yes amunye bida. Why you bida? This isn't the first time. 10 years ago, every 10 years, be a UN mandates that every country holds its census. Now, my hold the census here, so we need the results. The other thing so I'm able to say, so census results here be a nuclear trudeau.
Oh, so
At the country, me busa say nuclear trudeau. Me amiti he.
There be na oyere e kan no mo ka kire o mo se wo ho. Ana o ba na o ma na ofie na oni ho. Mpapa o ofie ona o ko adwuma.
Me fie me nko adamte.
Sa
me nko anamete obi a ma amfa ayi kra chalk kra me bo me gate so say oh ya ba ha ni be ba ha such a time yan kan me yan kan me meeting cry o
no man ko adwuma
me say meeting cry o mente rural area meeting cry yan kan me won cry how many people in the rural area yan kan here intermediate me fa figures here me fa ne say e bia estimate bi.
But technically, a census is unestimated because you say it mean kind obia.
But it has to be close to the truth.
Okay.
It has to be close to the truth. Oka afarijan die any census e be here. I didn't be here. See, your census are you kind the number of children, you kind the number of adults, me buana, you kind the number of teenagers. Into see
number of males, number of females.
Males, number of females. Into far constituency be. Now we'll share the number of people the air biometric. We'll be able to at least estimate the number of people in a particular constituency. Now, would you compare census figures? No, ya kaini pano was our consistency. No, you'd be able to tell whether there's been a disparity or whether there's been some
obi a engineer resource.
Here, so at least a bit in year temp na census results no acquire backup be into when you be back some area be crown na all the backups electoral commission and a failure it me to census no so you share the
but
number of
where okay na twuma dwena so say we say yan kan na me say me prayer ma say minimum crofo saska say na me frɛ o mpiaro say masa me wo me kan me o
identity say yes
asa no wo fa nkrata aba be kan me
say yes sir
amount for the census results being dispute say a babonti amount for be dispute results because e bi mbeka say ankan obi mbeka say enya accurate ana
have Ghanaians the capacity to dispute the results your capacity no krobia anka then a friend say the citizens no umetimi the census inu akokot say figures no mde abano enye no kre but how your capacity no wo say wo ka se wuti ho ya wo frɛ wo mo bayi e bayi na nko yan kan wa ubetimi do makokot wo sika de wo mbekokot. Do we have that kind of system? Ghanaians can take certain institutions to court because they feel some of the enya papa
some mpanyinfo sa no say
enya mpanyinfo asem kaba Ghana no wo ye nyina ye dia enya nipa baako fo dia enya politicians nko adia enya media fo nko adia ye nyina ye dia
somebody should take up the challenge
and the party said media can take up the challenge media so we a mouthpiece for all Ghanaians. You can take up the challenge. You can ask the questions. See by na busa unprecedented challenges from the no unprecedented any day mon come into
there
do mo ka wo no mo sense was say unprecedented challenges
almost say field challenges
field challenges any day mon come into field challenges no
me no wa mo boss so say o kan story na
wa mo boss what is mo boss so no mo ka kire say bia ye machine no anase nkrofo ye ka so mo nkoe no wo manye ni next time no ye san ye biemu a san no ma ni nyina wo ho ye behwe so ne di improve ne anya ne sa ne de bia ye be census ne de bia ye be ye yi a say en toyi ne ye hu ye wo ka inside wo ka stories mo say normally it takes 2 years I didn't say take 2 years because 2 years they are working. There are people being born within that duration every day. Into omo ya wo womo after sa 2 year period. Almost where you can womo. How would that be a true? How would that be a true reflection?
It's an estimate, you know. Oh. But I say asked about how credible the results will be, given the challenges that characterize the census. The acting government statistician said, "Quote: I can assure you that we have credible data based on quality assurance done after the field work, which indicated 95% well done job."
How do we check it? Ono na semo.
Ghana for Bacho why yanka no Texibra na chire hefa na wo na yanka na ugidi say census results na be.
Oh, this is the situation where we have to build capacity in institutions like civil societies. Because civil society organizations can take this up and challenge them to come out and, you know, defend what she has said in her utterances. Because they are telling us, if you say, how feasible is the comment that she's made? And whose responsibility is it to take them to book? To take them, to charge them? Whose responsibility is it? So what is here? Inti media me feel say time span no de amano. Say 2 years. Me feel say that 2 year period no me need say yadepa. I say ye kind nipa ni wie ya no. In 10 term no, we should put those things in place that would enable us to get the results within 6 to 8 months. I mean, mo nipa no and technology abe. Ubetimi aye ade no quick. Technology PAB, quick, ubetimi aye. Aden na say 22 years. Aden. You hear figures no. Yes, you hear. Ghana for hear figures no.
Now
how long will it
kontabuo akoyie na mfumso bia ni ho.
Bruni why census unim de oye. O make sure say the people are educated in the processes that it takes to get the end result. What the process is no? Why general statement? General statement no aye. Ansana broni di bibi beba bonti no. Obetro say ni e be fa so a e di beduru ha. Say ni time e be take care e di beduru ha. Into wote ho a unim say at least what yase. Asem bia ba utimi ka bi. Ye hu ye o maka bibi sa kire.
Ujidi say Dr. Grace Bidi akwan ma no call leave no no ka ho bi na aha results no release inside amantem no na.
O maka kire de kronti a yi Grace Bidi akofri ho. O ma sipim abeka kire say Ghana for say ni nti ni aka kire so won ko leave. O ma beka kire. No mo meka kire ni say ni betimi hu say whether ni leave no na say they see anything anama ade no I check any say census dey ni say jo where census no in terms of even addresses to road friends saying addressing our vicinities say baby out
address system
ni na ka ho sanu mani ni say
census over the period but yentimi address system or Ghana.
But so uko Ashanti region say ya name every road. Uko Ashanti region say ya name every road for Ashanti region where Kumasi Kore. Every road has been named. Akasa yebetimi educate Ghanaians to be able to say this road, this road. Yes, me fie o mango biase. So, near Tinkranye and Kranye capitally has every road been named. So, naming of the road, no, it makes things easier for banks, for everybody. Yes, we should show in him. So, I see what how do we move forward as a so-called the middle income,
lower middle income status.
Lower.
Oh, there be lower. Lower. John Bodwa economists.
Say middle income.
Oh, there be one.
Lower no.
Lower can.
Okay, be an the can dia. Cause me dem
text messages 1760. Ora John Bodwa abekan ho. John Akwaba. If you have call census results. 24 say Nyame Adom April 30th this month. And na you say Monday na dan Constituency for issue release almost say omontiase ni ntia akobansa na yenu gabi akasa say whereas at the papa no mum nya kemrantem but ye na so ka say Monday Dr. Afarajan so actually say census results be release any biometric akwakoye no any ni sa so bia but wo hwe kwan fa so atwa manfo din any ejihu amanfo yentro midi yen kan me yenyem say na afi results be ba finally na afi assembly ni na to atwa na
yo me da se me chia omo hwe nyina bon oma na ase yekoye ni mienu a ni aba ye chi niensa because census hwe bit fiti fairness Jesus Christ abreso
Mary tama Mary nyimo
ah omutumi yes census yes successful na enemre Ghana yes census wa hwesi bi a sha ase tot you say won't ase dey na ekosomenia na census ho mfaso no se unima na abagin say ye kan ni pa keke because yes census ni ye year you will be a friend gazette ye gazette on to say number of illiterate people in this country ye be home number of homeless people ye be home number of people mo ye adwuma ene de omo ye adwuma ye be home omo incomes levels ye be home slums are ye be home to say and no na fundamental for any economic development and no to say and no ye after who take a decision only say a fear decision me take e be affecting ni pass any say but census figures in here and the decision I take any say
those are your estimated figures
estimated there ben and them yeah can share on say president the ally call Parliament for district creation based on then these created as districts now. Census here more better because a constitutional requirement say as an be created district at least a minimum of 75,000 people in a community and some municipal so now on what basis na president they call it say he created district. We a basis for a lot of difficulties and commotion. Because people sorry because no based on them because there are some districts I mean who Minji is able to do 50,000 crowd. Oh yes.
I create or
memoir.
This is
what they mention. Me person be control you the young you know who some beba you better aka because you can't gerrymandering our electoral system where aban no be yet deliberate decision na or the teacher constituencies in a manner that will favor the government. You understand?
But okay, so baby say to more pan ya mo critics ana mo ya.
Assuming say yes yen koso yes sir. Me pese me debate wo ho. Me fan say yes sir. No me say o de em fan say sir na ye. O de me che no. Yen fan because won to me ma example. But me share looking forward because sabi aban on transfer forever. Nti I was say yeah dia you bet to me a different day even in 100 years time. So they make it census see who asem de minia idea ehun hia pa mesre whatever the reason is omombo modern na figures no because one there was this commenter Bernard Mona say Upper West, who's on the provisional figures by figure over the buyer, no, for registered national health insurance, grad also see figure no say total census in Upper West. Hey. Oh, yes, you understand? Really? Oh, yes.
National health insurance.
National health insurance.
Adom
register no. Regionally padodo.
Possible.
International health insurance in the mistake. I say census no na mistake.
But it be a national health for more inflated figures for.
I can't tell. If for instance, your census figures not available. Give it to me ejina enoso edia kase. If your health, national health, no registration, no coverage, no, wrong, and I say correct. When we now checks and balances are it to be determined. For instance, national identification system, almost about 2006, started. It's almost in limbo. It's almost in limbo. When I mention now, me who yanka say a problem as a people. Because of being to him the country says he can't anyone to me.
Oh, my comes is not scanny ho. Dr. Hajiaka.
Sir, you to me 600 and
oh, now say my phone be a demonstration or headquarters war. And
you to me 620 something to go to your judgment debt.
Say priority.
I know your priority. So Obia.
Now court
whatever the court ben a kind. You court them they settle here. Court ben and a kind. When I'm mesre baby I hear corner Sometimes we discuss way in the open because the way one international coverage, my program amoyi. You will be baby. I'll look at Ghana. What is this? It's a mess. As for Afarajan and a comment, sometimes Afarajan Okasa, we maintain a full statement, no. Because main genius Afarajan Bekase census no any relationship with electoral commission. No, even with the census figures, even with the census figures, no cry. It to me ma omu who whether or not figures are omunya for registration correct and I say wrong. You create districts in a Kotrua. For instance, one could create district where a friend is saying a Brin Sawam. Watch him, you know, why in a Bri district in Sawam district. Constitutional chair said, Nipa Bakun to me,
automatically 2 constituencies.
For instance, and no electoral commission. Who them? When they make anything, sometimes, yeah, so people for yeah, name is school to go for a long sentence. Not the way conclude be a film. Very, very careful about it.
But inform me that see her messages about any infantile Jumedians 1760. Now, or say Mills is unprecedented, yes, because he's the president so far to have paid the highest judgment debt ever. And the most corrupt government ever. Joanna Nedibai. This is serious. Come on. William, his lawyers, the AG lawyers, NDC, and the Agangantuan leaders should not take Ghanaians for granted. They should bring the money. Lord, they say to Badwam Ashanti region. Today is Akosia Freeman's birthday. Please wish her a happy birthday for me. At CPC. Akosia Freeman. A friend is saying, and yeah, I was supposed to go MPP. Parliamentary. Akosia Freeman, yeah, actually, say I was so west to go.
Freeman Parry.
Oh no, you cry the Freeman Parry. Also, please be serious in giving out the news the way it is. Your news contains a lot of comedy. Remember, you are transmitting on satellite. Yeah, news bay. And starting kind news, oh, and I hear now. I welcome my father, President Mills, back to Ghana. NDC or the 2 p.m. blessed son of Asante. May God bless our beloved president. Long live, Mr. President. And fear not, 2012 belongs to you. Your Reverend Fredu Ajman Kisitano. So, and the back. Come on. Some teachers did not get the 3-month salary arrest for the month of February. Please tell the government. Come on. Is it true that multi-TV will soon start charging multi-TV subscribers? No, no, and no. Come on. If the government, if Ghanaians are to vote on issues and feelings, and this is likely to be voted by wide. What's that? By wide. Boga, maintaining what can I say? We must pray for Ghana so that the country will not be poor as many judgment debts will make us poor. Kwame Asante Dubai. About the MP for Elembele, Ama Boa, and other members of the NDC are planning to register the refugees and paying. If this does not stop, all that be die will start at Elembele. Joshua, Pacho, what if Bibisa Kobo Crucifer man here, Pacho? Why? And never why. Come on, tell President Mills that so to me and Spelia, more on Chro. Ex-President Kufuor promised free basic education, and he did so. Why is this NDC surprised that Adom says he can provide school, senior high school free? Ghanaians should vote for Nanado. Eben in Obuasin and Dubai. NDC, wake up. In unity, we can wrestle power with the elephant. They have nothing better for Ghanaians. God bless Ghana. God bless the NDC. Audubaki, Dauda, Sunyai. Kabaze, guy who said Nadu Mills is among the Wyoming money issue. If he has any evidence from over UDS in our campus, also Bempa, also evidence, and Obeko Biena, Bakoma. I urge all Ghanaians to help chase the elephant and Nanado into the bush come December 7th. They have no better message for us. I will do back again. And then if you see back, we will fight Ama Boa, Sipayanki, face to face to get our gas back to half our senior yo. Kaba as the MP for Wasa Menfi East, what is he doing to the university students at the district from Obed UDS wa at the Oman scholarship there man. Kaba, what is the name of the son of the and the mother of Bacho? I said mo de me den koka. What to mo money ashe menum say.
Also to be car.
Me na me go car.
Na o so o chere
Ooh, yes, I know that boy now. Ooh, what you na o kan na me o beto to momoni asemanu na o ga je semanu. Enye ye da. Odi ba na me ti da mate hu nwa. Eh, don't worry. Obasom dia ma me na me go car. Amafo. Also, I urge all Ghanaians to help chase the elephant and Adom into the bush. And I said, John, also, it is very risky for us if we go to the MPP and Adom and the elephant. Let's think twice. NDC all the way. I'll do again or the buy. You ever try and text message, you know, so I feel young twice. Hey, oh, shame, Kaba. Is it true you people are all MPP supporters? We shall see. Fire burn you people in advance. Jerry is a but NDC, enya media, minya NDC kuba, minya MPP kuba. Womo ena womo yomo party communication wejuma. So womo so womo ma multimedia. Me de na me famo wom. Ye kra ye bompa so womo beba ne aboa debate no for a better Ghana. Enro akra Shanti Regional Secretary wo ba obi ampamo no. Ye tira ha di nkomo kama. Enti bacho munya sa. Multi TV, the joint is the bro. Multi TV in SES South Africa at the installer training Basso was Central any Western region. Central region for any Western region for Multi TV at the installer training. More person will install a digibox in Binusong. Scout Papa, yeah, Musa Kasim. Scout Papa, na 19th March, and aside the Juma de Basso, Shippers Council or Takra. Inti, more person, Musia installation, a Multi TV. Any installation, you know, more installers crowd that nam pese musia bibi for new skills and buy amoko bo bi box and in addition manual. So now we reception back kama ni pano when ni bejo no recommend you amobi. And you know, can say oba na Multi TV so ye ba becho branded t-shirts no nkro ba. Eti ye be sonko pa. Ye nyina yinhia e wo Shippers Council Takrade on the 19th of March. Ebra ye de installers training ye de ba. Mo amopese mo ba bie no. Numbers are mobile friendly. Water credit Monfre 0277 166 822 882 Mr. Mo 0277 166 882 and our face no antaf mobile friend no it was 0243 319 456 Takwa for Enfre 0243 319 4656 and our Cape Coast for Tekulaha. Mobile friend was 0244 570 293. And after Swedru, so Monfre 0244 276581. Multi TV, yeah, Mamma for Juma, I'm on my. But before I am to also, now I am for President Milson Komodieno and for Emra. President Milson, they are just said, in the history of Ghana, no one comes near, was it achievement or an unprecedented. Daily Graphic, Ediaba Nayan Kai say President John Evans Mills has expressed strong optimism that Ghanaians will renew his mandate for the next 4 years because of his unprecedented achievement. Quote, "We have done extremely very well in all sectors of the economy. We are therefore going to have the renewal of our mandate," he said, briefing the presidential press corps in Washington, D.C. To round off his visit to the U.S. on Monday, the president said, quote, "Our Better Ghana agenda is on course. We have chronicled what we have achieved over the years. It is unprecedented." President Mills mentioned a single-digit inflation, massive infrastructural development, reduction in poverty, among other things, as some of the achievements of his government. He said although he had taken a lot of bashing from the opposition, he was sure that with hard work and determination, quote, "our boat will sail successfully." And twaso yeah, and also Edia Tuja moi or call US abridgment in Saka any a home chroniba. John, not just MPP, you don't stand a chance in this election. The people will renew the NDC's mandate because of unprecedented achievement.
Unprecedented only president Wabo Ghana casting president Bia or Ghana. Unprecedented in terms of our national debt. oba na ka ye din nyina as a country no na ye $8 billion say sata na 1.1 to the dollar ntima fan say 9 billion Ghana cedis. And then according to Monetary Policy Committee report we issue February ye ka do 23.6 billion Ghana cedis. Say unprecedented.
So I need Canani.
One on the OG CKBD so waboyeka. So na me chere no. Waboyeka e o say hu niam e dey aye. Sebi kufo $547 million under MCA. Emu $50 million per te say wayo mesika no. Eno na e dey aye flyover for Malam junction to your friend say La Paz no. Eno ye hu into koboka additional 15 billion Ghana cedis. Na yentumi hu the aya say unprecedented. Unprecedented and so because ono ne president obaya ne predecessor discover oil amano. When they mention no. It's unprecedented. Ono so ye unprecedented president because those are over 2 years or to move over 1,000%. Unprecedented also because obaya no ne predecessor no eja national health insurance scheme amano. We just school feeding program amano. We just capitation grant amano. We just reserves over $2 billion or no all 2,000 no reserves are near when under $280 million over $2 billion and over entire unprecedented when they no or no now to me targeting we share agri sector contribution 2012 budget let's say and this is what targeting 5.3 or no better 7.4 or targeting 5.3 or achieve 2.8 unprecedented. Even in the face of cocoa production, massive production, the predecessor DJ no. Or to me achieve 2.8. Industry the West cry or target 7%. Only is to me achieve 1.7%. Unprecedented.
So somehow can president the what's in it rasi.
Ni say unprecedented here be America.
Say economic achievements.
And now when achievement, who target 7% now achieve 1.7%. That's why I there. Say when you know no unprecedented no. Okay, hospitality industry. Or targeted 13.5%. Only is to me achieve negative 11%.
Negative
11%. Unprecedented. President Ben Awayesa Ghana. President Ben who are with me abomodin say me target 13.5%. Not it the no poor crowd poro me to achieve manako negative. Oh, I think say President Mills and in the NDC aban no. I was say yes. Share inflation. Inflation was down. About single digit. De papa.
Oh my idea.
De papa. There can inflation na effect in any day. Effect in say in near boa den and it say den more.
A cost run 10.
And it say cost run 10. But to show you near my ton Ghana within 3 years here. In near boa den no. A cost run 10 a reverse of what we are seeing. It's unprecedented. So they mention unprecedented. Your friend is saying sachet water near tono. 30 pesos and they turn 10 pesos over 800% change. To the extent class unprecedented President Mills or pedocon was in a quando docon keka godino or turn 9 1 ton chinam. President Ben who are Ghana ha or to me told on touch I know the code come be for castle. You understand? It is unprecedented. Ghana for any say my moha. Na President Mills, so I will reduce petrol drastically.
So no case motive.
No
motive so.
Yeah, yeah, this way. No, say I will reduce drastically, not so drastically. We shall manifesto podium in Komu because I can say call manifesto numa. Who say me use budget now because I know na current. My fan says that I no more opposition to no more job menum. In terms of you buy the national health insurance 1 premium payment. Who you have nobody here campaign. I go say. Almost say hey school fee there MPP for more year no. I was some to me my primary school for be. Primary school for you now we are Ghana for also we did. Apart from that, of the Asian manifesto, no say primary. Apart from primary school, all primary schools within 2 years, some of the school feeding were coming here. To me, they go. To me, and found so we will not. We page 45 of their manifesto. Also, we will not introduce any new tax. nso ọmụ buy taxes ọmụ introduce when them say unprecedented nti me enye me nwanwa se ọka de ọkin why ade niema bebre wo ho a why unprecedented the Ghana for ebehwe ho ebehwe ho na de ato abama
aban no etate achievement we to say supply of school uniforms now no president Kokan is speak aden
so metie
president Kokan is speech
metie
o say uyi nkwala num gina ho a emu miensa Ghana ha nyina no ya mo school uniform mo machoma ma menka ane okan wo say capitation baabi ane wo say o ma pega me ekosoro school feeding o ma tirem school standard trees o mu gusu o mu yefiri ho with your friend is saying single spine muja ho a day answer na mbekọ a president Kufuor say implement it aban by we implement it wage bill akosoro because amount for sika bombotom we nyina na e president nti wo de hu ye
say I'm president the me bobo na nya on president and I person me can there o person me can say nya wo de na me can on president na mabobo amount me ya journalist mo hey Munko primary school say ben mu haya na kwhwe says classroom ben na uyi 5 at 3 atamos uniform santro no se fifa ubeko primary school me ode munko na asa jombo edu na eka nyame na meka ubeko na headmaster den mu na school uniform be se tengu uba school na se ebi auto atete na bibisa ya ma ba ku bi ahye na we no won enye very very careful. That kind of project here, untumi assess, untumi evaluating, yanhwe here, and no near fast did sika kese because you are telling me say, what provided school uniforms to about what provided about over 3 million school uniforms and I'm about. And quality what primary school now from kindergarten to GSS somewhere. Uniform here and for being called GSS and I'm buying primary school near the primary school from class kindergarten to primary school classes no way almost 3 million. Apart from that, school uniform you have been called preparatory school. It is a preparatory school for preparatory school for film. Mission school for film just under 2.5 and now 2 million. Now I buy a catch and say we provided 3 million uniforms, meaning that all primary schools are overcaught in this country, And also be either way 1 and now 2. But that is not the fact, Minia. That is not the fact. Didn't look, and sometimes President Mesreno, you throw speech na mana. Also be also between a checking near my diama. Can you imagine say and then GSS almost 50% fairly. Now President Jina State of the Nation address or say this is the first time contingent call all African games, the 14 medals by. It is false and because as far back as 1976 at some point time you call Nigeria in 27 medals. 2003 and also Nigeria in 24 medals. 2007 you call Orgies. You 23 medals. In the year then I 14 medals all-time high. Bakunso kaka ho last year your blaster about 14th on the FIFA ranking and it is the best ever. It is never true. As far back as February 2008, you was a World Cup by a Cup of Nations and a ranking 14th. Your ranking is higher than that. It may select presidents. I mean, Castle Shedder and or channel out falsehood. Being just sure say be a speech writers no. We say because GSS exams.
We the interaction with the president to speech no kind.
Oh, me part says it's part of the public speeches no. Inquire ebeden and inquire fail. Yakotro what is the highest number of medals Ghana in all African games? You throw 14 or you throw 20. I can't for 14 because President Muya and Akasa. Is it strange say inquire ni fail is be omu failing nana? It mean ya. The year came Moon Pay School be and Kofa.
You ever call now?
Moon Pay School, Unamon Pay normal on roll.
Who did this? Mamma, when you candidate, you know, did this? Andy Sabano, obey me, Eddie Kunimbium.
Only I beg Ghana for so.
So, what can Ghana for?
And I may say, dear, based on all my target, any the Oma achieve. the my idea and single digit in so reflect prices instead say be increase at a lower rate no increase at an increasing rate because one what your electricity bill what the compound house now go to your electricity bill last 3 years you pay between 100,000 to 150,000 and now you between 450,000 to 500,000 electricity bills alone first me 50 air bar those are me put together in a month no and do your friend is saying because now 80 pesos you understand it times 30 times 2 and then no 1 Ghana city. So it sika me di tia toes kra na multiply by 1,000. But
about implementing single spine is card to draw na gunkrofo bottom. So e commensurate.
Yes good. But you the problems are the buy. Am as we speak now. Teachers almost a friend is saying back pay for almost 20 months now. You to meet sika de ma where you me. Teachers the almost sika na dan e ka no. You see you be teacher me tu am 4 years. When I meet you no. And sometimes you can say, who's your friend is saying, wage bill as a percentage of GDP. Who are the going to as a percentage of GDP? Who are the going to who's a rebasing? The GDP no aso. It took Koyano, for instance, they increasing from 2 billion to 5 billion. Koyano as a percentage of GDP. When they compare previous time and so cry and cry. Abai have a responsibility of further enhancing the welfare of our people. Look, STS, you can't say you demand security for it. And now, police, that's the way in your barracks are. Your mouth hide down. Say a chile to your mouth. Could be some.
That no about the people too.
Sir, friends, I'll be confirmed.
No crisis say, oh, one and how much
with the assurance say. You bet you am best 2 years ni into am
but you have for more for DSP Sefasata mami why na John Bodu dey be obody bi baba obani na the president must we need na CPP dey na mo ya ntira mo ayira mu
o ade ni ayira mu
na president so be say we need bi mu na baby Samia ni PPP before the na me mo do baby
PPP wo munye Nkrumah's party nti
wo munye ideology so wo mati wo
munye Nkrumah's party
wo munye ideology
me say wo munye an Nkrumah's party
no aligned
wo munye Nkrumah's party
me progressives
nti wo mo form de MPP ni bebe wo mugina NDC ni bebe wo mugina CPP ni bebe wo mugina wo msusu ni bebe wo mugina mo nkase a subset of CPP pacho
obiankasa
there be mam nkasa akra because wo munye free yem PNC de wo free yem o PPP de wo free
o ka asem na ka minimsa
me see wo free yem wo ye on their own pacho
oh that would said enya correct so that all so kasa enya correct
crachi
obi a am presidential candidate
tie
no free mu also free mu yem
mam nkasa bi nkyerɛw wote ho na wo party mu now we are frustrated with certain things going on in the party. We be free. John Body not here. Oba say catch him say John Body to he. He's not frustrated with certain things going on in the MPP. Oba say okasa me meet CPP mono. You will be because I'm not frustrated with it. Do I leave? I sit and make sure that I sort it out.
Na party chairman ko didi na temo onya there.
Ya ka say obi ka say tio
nonsense.
Pacho tie. But for kasa no, o kan e different from the kasa no. Brony wakache say nonsense. Undi watemo.
No sense.
No sense. No kasa
no cry atem ni dey kase.
Obi kasa nyansa ni mu a na just wodi watem. E bia asem a wo kase.
Say small kan yakwase asem. Ade ni nyansa the opposite yakwase asem.
That is the difference. That is the difference. Bro kasa be before kasa no. A different crowd. So if you translate it now, if you be say, "Here, Broniba, obetimi aka kire papa say."
E ba cho ma mi say DSP Sefasata asem. DSP Sefasata, ye be frɛ no, emisa no. Director of Public Affairs acting at the Ghana Police Service. DSP ano pay patro e mo achen.
Yeah.
Me patro e da so papa. We dey ye frɛ wa nye bone. Ye panelist ba ko Ura John Boadu. E na dey asem atodwa ne ye pese ebisa se no kra bi o mu a. Wo se emfie mienu nie mo aprosifo a mo ba bonten no munya ba bi mo 90 no mo eka kire om so mo nko handan na mo ko handan a mo betie sika ndia mo mfie mienu ne sika no muntia
Omo ko ha ben be dey.
Mo ba reimburse wo mo. Na sika no emaye.
Yo, me ni amedase. Ikia watiefo nyina. Me feel say police accommodation problem no anya de bia police for ADC the biarada. Ya some idea problem bia wo ho. Ya eta aha aposifo. Na nye problem a sha se enene nansen ya anase mfie mienu o kansel no. Police problem is the accommodation problem. You be any say a problem what that abanya abako e ubi aba obo modern so be hu bibi na kakra ono so be no otumi aye na say police administration ankasa admit say there was such a problem. Am I there to abanim and no question ma STX bia na nke ba no aban mu efakase na nka de ko ama 30,000 nka de ko ama police service na ma yin ni je ni ade kisia so be kaya na nsenya ye wasa headquarters ama ye to ensafre vice president no ba ye no ono ngasa atu nanum tuyo kasa ampa nanka STS ne bana be boy na chance ho abasem ga krenti no sei aban sa kaskabi or they provided some 3,500 housing units. Then no, about an agency or they move 2,000. Abama process for. Fine, what you know? As I say, accommodation here, there no. That police for Akumaso, the police administration Akumaso, you know. All the measures, a lot of measures, they work. Yeah, the best one. I could say. The permanent and the final solution of housing units no abeba fa abeso bibia no measures ni bi ni say ye high rented quarters civilian quarters ema ya approach for ema yetuaka ye to sere approach for omonya dan ni bi ni ade say omomra omofamra police administration no meka ho asem na fe yin so muni ntia kama no na ade a omoye nyina to say e dey so problem na no akosi say yen housing units by promising no ebeba nti anya dia ya de fufro e ma so ba be hwe police ba police administration akọ account session and as first of all estate session o me bie krata book a chiro police for police administration police administration ama o ma haye edan na yeti o mka musumi bia anoda ho na okọ finance session ebi kura sika etia on rented quarters krombet media chiro inti anya sem bia aye problem bi ni se ho but police administration no together with the bank bia se kakra mbet me aye dia so no omo ye dia so no
yo
inti me nye no she say problem a ya de for kra
yo DSP anope ya da se papa DSP se fasata na yene ne twetwe nkomo
kaba ona na kasa osuko bi sa maame ase ne se
oso hwan
me se ona na kasa osuko bi sa maame ase maame kenya enu eni de me kan se nka STS to me buyer nka problems are police for come as we speak now omuko hide down with the assurance say e betu oma ye delay no nka ma so ko frɛ no wa ma waste any time kwa because I be confirm ase maame kan next time kasa now confirm e be confirm am juice ka me catch because me dey make be an okra me nim
Chobudu. Kaba. The office of the president is a very high office.
True. In fact, the highest office
the highest office in Ghana. And the highest office in any democratically elected government. Here came. Sir President Mills, we use the words beer. It's not the individual saying it to the office, no. Any other. Waka unprecedented, as he saying.
A BC
da. Yes, no kukra. A BC da. President Mills, obetimi de nensa abon kokoso. Akase na banya bayi a unprecedented. Obetimi aka.
Waka also obetimi aka.
No be party say the person chance say the waka no e ye nukre. Ai wa yebi. Entimi nka se wonye bi. Wa yebi. But ye hwe. Ye ti o se si ye. nearly 82 to 87% of Ghana's economy is informal, is in the informal sector.
That's another dangerous.
What have we been able, what has he been able to do about that? Where you were gold, you were diamond, you were timber, you were oil and gas, you were bauxite, you were iron ore, you were cocoa. You have cocoa in chain. You have cocoa dear. Or say, why a million,
1 million tons.
1 million tons. You fancy and for homano, why are dear? You ain't timber, the TOCCA. The timber industry has collapsed.
Afforestation, when is we achieve negative 15% for
it has totally collapsed.
Negative 15%.
You see your bauxite. You started to bauxite.
A collapse as such as timber ni entwe more.
Me patch say policies no you did too more initially no.
Okay.
Aya ma say industry no a collapse because you prioritize it. You prioritize so you monitor because for a very long time no whole timber no you export ko
takrade gunso
ni near de ko ye di ko so you plant bi an shanan you iron ore you see iron ore you will pee wo kroma ya ye hu bibi ye kan de bia ye see traffic okrom de bia ye see yes cargo trucks see the accidents pee ba okrom e di empa na ngebetimi amasa de yeso railway ya ye hu bibi
na no say president na
anya ba adwuma asem na okay o say unprecedented de che say nyoma wa be ye sonko obi anya bi da railway ye tu hoi and you railway kroma anke hu ye na nka railway
akranso
massa ye pese
come the to diversity
me kan railway me patch say railway e betimi afa cargo as yi nneoma free temahabo a na ekonota ye di railway na ekọ se yi nneoma free takrade habo kokumasi a ye di railway na ekọ se ye fa koko free friends Ashanti na Western ye di railway na eba eno ye obi wa ha yanko eti ha se si ye electricity
dumso
ade ne ye experience dumso eno no eboa Ghana for area water ye de emfa ne se urban area de ya nya kra no e se nsu kakra yenya utu fie ubetimi aka chem se de bia wo type rane
omutumu 4 days enra amachi no
no unprecedented
ba se eno no nche se president me so breso nkwa na saade na akoso
unprecedented why ya de
when ka se ma ya de nwanwa president gofo na ka na hwe se etikrom ha se we have a measuring sticker you betimi dia measure every president in this country any Kwame Nkrumah breso again wanye we kade we asutware we nyumin pi wo mu baye NDC baye nyom na di diversity baye wo mu ntong nyom ani nyina ebinum kra mu ntong bi ma omo wo mu ntong bi ma omo ho no a president no ani de hen mama ntoso kaba mama ntoso hwe there are certain pillars of the economy you cannot play politics with. Certain pillars. Me boss watchero. Na me boss watchero wa. Catch me say I you succeed you. Housing. You succeed you housing mo.
Say abani initiative STS for akokon boardroom. Oye den na blame me aban no boardroom wranglings no eno aban no sembe ka.
The boardroom wranglings no aban asa no wo choose your friends saying company no yen. Oye due diligence about the company. I'll metra homo kasa ai ye be STS se se awen. I don't know. Unprecedented no. Maybe so education.
That's a special. Yeah.
Education.
My special.
Me say education. Me come what? What's the education? Yetio se see ye. Broni bi wo ho. Me refi brono no. teachers of citizens no mukrom no omu pam teacher for no
teacher for no omo bomu nkyerɛ nkwala na
yeti kroma BSc education BC education yeti mi ekrobi wo broni bi wo ho zero ye fa GSSE GSSE ye fa ne atranketi san nkora no a wo mantimi ankoso no omontimi anko SHS no omu fa hin omu ne human supermarkets no a yehu okwan so yo omu ne human supermarkets yehu okwan so ye betimi aka say president Menza ben
omu to ade okwan no edin for Friday amom
me dey say na me from
human supermarket
human because omu to ade from 6 to 12 anajo sa ye youth uhu omu a utimu say bitia popa sanka ye vocational ne technical ne sa ne o menyina no anka wo muntimi anye GSSE nanka ha no ye de o makosho eno wa succeed
aba on sa ora ho
wa succeed pacho le pacho Miss pacho wie
ye na wie na ta maso ye na wie
energy wo de electricity no ye fanto nchen ye mfa ye oil and gas ye ebe ye mfa oil and gas ye ebe at least you were additional womb with our gold industry because your TOCCI gold industry Ghana company bank nobody me say I gold industry Ghana for nkwan dia
and it's why jiafa
sa na oil industry no echo what's no jimfo aka local content law yeah
no parliament
yeah hwe EMP bill EMP bill no ma oil industry no gira ho no ya pass Yempasi EMP bill no. How do you now practice local content? Because local content no is an EMP bill now. Oh massa.
Nti Ghana for renew the mandate and now patch.
Oh, and there it's up to Ghanaians. It's up to Ghanaians to decide.
Oh, then I catch Ghana for.
Oh, me there me catch Ghana for some tuma CPP.
Na CPP some munya president Shakana.
Ah, be
Mati mamre text messages abani en to aso also do there by Kenkan 1760 Facebook Multi TV World na ya Kenkan ewo eho mame ka say Green Life Moringa no enie magbo ho amane abo abani abe spoon ba ko pe di sa na de egu nso hiem wo bo no gwa na asene no ebeboa ma liver any kidney any abusu immune system we FDB ajiatum omo FDB number DK10107 ntinya ne abakonom makopa yare bia e dia ma kona akope bito Desa Ventures for na dia ba betimi afre omo 0302936346 now to me eno madi nkomo text messages nyanye crowd mpedifo mo yam boso Nanado eko to biem na okay text message number I know Nanado will accept defeat for a second time. He will never do any patapa because all lose be lose. Audubaki Sunyai Kaba, won't you ask the MPP why did they remove the international airport from Sunyai to Kumasi? They should stop talking about gas relocation by Koza. Koza minim muasem. Kaba, it's how beloved Ghana is going to end. DC beat a police officer. NDC, okay, Kasapin Hafu Kaba. Don't mind Professor Mills. He has totally deviated from his better Ghana agenda. Nando and MPP are the winners for the election. Chibe, kukum on the buy. Kaba, mami misa enti se obi ye biribi na se obi adia. Eno ara na won kanfo. Ono ane kanfo ne ho ana. Aye hu enti Ghana be ye ni. Nkechi. Techima eno di free buy. President Mills is killing Ghanaians. He's a it's unprecedented because a bag of cement is sold for 21 Ghana cedis in Tamale. Obama should give us a break. Tom Mboga. Cement did 21 Ghana cedis. Those chiefs who met for the gas program are not Jomoro. They are from Azim and Elembele. Thank you, Atibrukusu, because you are not. Hey, okay, you am to we are kind of here. Ananya sir. Okay. Hey, Aden. You can say obia nko obi krom anase den. E ma yenko kan no ana. Meti say me tie ija me maame ne me papa ene me nuanom nyina na ochi den ya ankan yen
bibiano
ankan mo ija the results will be disputed because my family and myself were not counted. Mr. Buedu Kechiri, Tafo, Insha Sukumase. Kaba, 7 of us were not counted. Jackson, Nungwa, and Dubai. Kaba, I'm 35 years, I'm living at Mima Hafo. I was not counted. And me alone. So many people were also not counted. Kojo na Dubai. I'm Daniel. I live at Bibiani at Praga. I was not counted as well as my wife. Adade Kakraba. I was not counted, or my house was not marked by Kaswa. I'm a Fiama, and I live at Dansuman. Last stop. I was not counted, and my little children. This is not fair. Amas before Kaba. Okay me. Hey, kai wajnimu. And Amas also ne why. There are many little things that the NDC doesn't know. This year is an election year, and they need a very massive campaign to persuade the already broken-hearted, and they are boycotting multimedia. For what? NDC PT and ordinary Abakaba. I'm in Tamale, but I also counted. My name is Sechiba for I was not counted. You find us all. Nanado call another tour. A DMBM no okoka. Mako T. I went here. I feel I'm going to restore hope. Now the Ghana for so much lose hope.
I say, only say MPP just as all serious political parties. One near ma omoya yashishe. So Nanado ako throughout the country. Ako tie for ayawudi problems and for facing new dimensions of some of the problems. Never be on ma first and for instance, how far Western region. Since the kind of problems our Western region was not known to us maybe 2-3 years ago. When because were deceived, say, Uba we are too oil and Juma or now call for Obukra and Sikaka crowd, the Aba, oil and gas train, oil and no more. Since you are homosexualism, air Kosovo, Western region, you can't imagine it. These are the kind of things that almost about 150,000 of our Nkwara Omuye JSS into me and twaso normal done. It's we are sure na omu lusu hope ye as a country. Nti yakọ tie the Ghana for air cano. Nana air call back to the countryside to restore hope, get them to also feel say Bibian say chief or kase achia na so mbuye. Yatia si adwen ewo yetirimu nkwa de ti bia no de pese ya achi me de se CPP ni eti ha se enemre Ghana baby ayedui nkofo eko moon aba no yesi yen yentumi nye ye SSS school no free yentumi nye na se Ghana ye why adwen da yetirimu Uganda way omo resources and do yen kra no omu to me population so do so say omu to me SSS free at this million. Time at 1950s near this are free education by into more patches say nkroma sabi 50 time or nyina ye nim konfo omu nim nyansa e wo Ghana ha with massive resources, new farm oil, massive ye toast akese ye tua cocoa production e koso ni yen to me. But ye to me tiska
omo ka se muntimi ye omo se sika no mu benya no wo he
na tika ye tuama wo yo meni ekonya sika no wo he fa ye di sika to ho se aban afie meton mefom nkofo me de me court a me lusu me di sika to ho na me di amamo no eno no ye to me nya sika de ye to me nya sika hwe se oman mu ayewo last year yes single digit inflation. Last year, Ayaga Chrome Boko. Yeah, school, 6-unit classroom block with ancillary facilities in 150,000 Ghana. This year, just 1 year, single digit inflation, no. 325,000.
And your GS cost.
Now, what?
So 150 year get fund for there.
What? First, Nanki, to say, be a way, Krabia, a honor school, which me corner school. Why not bet 3 billion because okosi 6 unit classroom block amane kra? Who would do that? So, inti yesika na nkasa yenya na nkasa no. First of all, yenhwe so yi. Eye den na omamuni nyina no. Your get fan for si bi omusi school da ne botie. Your GS for si bi omusi school da ne botie. MTN focus school da e won ne bo. Individuals some classroom block 4 square no. Why never spending more than 50,000 years sa school blocks no. It your resources na nkasa nyame adom ene uye uchi truck kra ya juice ka. Uchi truck ya normal omo nyina. Itu perspective na
me no akasa ma okasa say yen spread the tax net no be entie na fa mo.
Me ka say ya bonyo me say uchi truck kra na kaya you kra juice ka. Unse ya nama. For instance, unse wo car na e nama ye wo mo just special na. Nti me say nka me twi truck bia me normal bo edu Accra. Ona me che ye gi me tax o. Na say obi otwi truck etumi boaboa sa taxes yi. Near the mount say hwe so a. Me ka say me ngi obi a tax. No, far from that. From my background, why will I say that? But here the mawa. Now who the 325,000 akosi 6 unit classroom block.
Ntiana nanado echo restore hope no.
Nanado echo back to the communities to reassure them say sebi. CB before that's what Ghana ha. Nkofo Ghana ha sebi omu nimde. Ghana resources are you no. You bet to me ye hwe so ye as a people are. You bet to me as spread it to almost all of us.
As a much changing more campaign strategy.
Campaign strategy was a multi system.
Because 2008 you campaign platform so you now
first of all
Adia President Mills here na mo criticize mo no abira musumu ye.
Yeah, can some na ye ni abira now dey
how many brisem na make am?
Anya ni brisem.
Tell me oye door to door musumu TB da.
Tell me oye in the 2008 campaign no. Ne game for kakra hu so to make all around. Game for ka ono aka contest for no because a president is different. Who are Bema? It's different from who can't be Abe. You can't do the same thing. For instance, who are Abemu, who are presidential, who are president, who are few party. Who rounds no will be measured. There are certain things that to be in any case, 2008, we are 2012.
More lessons.
Any lessons are yes, and near bois. Na the votes, na people. You see, na call listening to no. There are a lot of myths. Now, conformity. Obi crowd they say, oh, na crowd ya cha. Na, say, papa bi ohun na say, hey, uni say o ya cha, who say gloves are untimi chia ni. And the one who chia no, he was so surprised. You'll be surprised, say, there are communities of Korea, no presidential candidate whatsoever
has been there
before. It means, say, Ghana na you were still a lot of communities are governance no and catch you. One never check. And no anything I want to see a call back near restore hope to the people. Starting was
I don't need the next and final question. They say why Central Region? First, maybe Sasa because say the home region of President Mills.
That's all non time go fear.
Or no catch it out.
Dano na go for be NDC for be say nana oye MP no untimi onye
abuapa
unu motum
we call her that
o call her that abehu president
but I say John also moko no wako restore hope to the people asem papa
what kind of story no statement what say is the next phase it's our next phase no it's got to do now with the policies of Nanado. He is going to now catch the policies are whatever. If you say I am papa, because you bet me interrogate some policies now whatever. I started with BBC interview.
I talk.
I want to start free.
And this is for saying I not come so basa.
I want to start free. I want to start free. In the area, you interrogate pa and sana yakotwaba. Ne me hope say yenyina because he presidential your friend saying he presidential candidate.
Also the policies
before cry you best start real campaigning no.
And some cry you be how the CPP will do it.
Yeah, you be that. ya ibida hwe ye kan political parties are an important integral of our democratic dispensation. Into bia ofil say obeba be gina ho aka so be president no e see etimi interrogate no and sana election no kra no you starting campaign dem feel say as papa come ad wonko no onye president no so wonko you see presidential candidate once wonko PNC yomu dia once wonko PPP there so my yomu there once wonko Ghanaians will be the judge. Ah, they on oppose. They on oppose.
Or presidential, me na kasa or say,
presidential they on oppose. On the walk off. Be a full be any hobby.
Oh, because we.
Oh, next one mammy quite send John Cappy. Oh, mammy crime a man come in there.
Yeah. So many I know. Now they come out. They come out. Oh, that's a free education. Many I say, we must be able to do
that. Kaba. And some can say, not unless, and you know, politicians say a toy trim. Not unless in this country we begin to have a national development plan where we can target revenues according to the development plan. Because it will take time. It will take the better part of 15 years for us to get to where we want to get to. Political party ba no manifesto no can sembia obewie no onyawe. Political party the manifesto onyawe. All the stakeholders in this country should be part of developing that national development plan. Sano party fufuro bia ba waka on yes national development plan no atwaso. Obama ye kana semi. Who say George Bush no ma want to aso. What aso?
But
the fabric of it no dear.
American interests.
I know the edaho. In America we are or canning same we are was say God bless America.
But before God bless Ghana, I'm here message Sabakaba, give me your personal number. Really.
So offensive.
Personal number. Personal number.
We
After Mills all the way, 2012. Country Mills say, so oye boosting no na Obama ehwa ayeshi from Nana Kwame Ebua. Okay. Okay, Chino as was in it. I say I wasn't counted. I even forced them to count me, but to no avail. It was a bad census I've ever witnessed. The president should mention a single intervention that this government has brought so far to make Ghana better. He should stop deceiving himself. From Alaji Kums, Yendi, the Kaba. There is a community at Nzima called Jampere. Kaba, close to 5,000 people were not counted. God save Ghana from Franco and Axim. Really? Also, what John Boadu is telling you about the police accommodation is very true. In fact, we are dying. Honorable, may God bless you. Mensa in Kumasi, Mensa is so president. NDC will surely go to relegation because of their sinful actions from Ras, Poka, Volta region, Raura. Or say, I was counted, but I know of 5 people who were not counted. Alfred and Axim. Kaba, please, ask the government the time that they will release uniform for guys in the health extension field. Please, our contract is expiring. Dan and a free Jaboso. Kaba, I'm staying at Anchiase in Aguna, Swedru with my wife and 2 kids, but nobody came to count us. Willie and a buyer. Please, I was not counted. Mohammed Sani from Salaga North. My name is Kobnam Pon from Pon. Achim Swedru, house number or the Atoho C125 with about 15 persons in my house. We were not counted. Kaba, the time they were counting, I'm sorry, Ghanaians, they did not count even a quarter of Bogos, some people from Charles from Bogos. So, fake Saska service, I was not counted. Forget them, for they only seconded, squandered our money. Ghanaians, shine your eyes from Dan in Jaboso. Good morning, I'm Alex. I also counted. Takradino Difiba, we the people of Damongo are disappointed in John Mahama's ways. Sada Fofo, so Solar Road, some of his failed promises he made to us. We the youth would disgrace them. We the people of Jomoro are not, are we not Ghanaians? Tell us, Mr. President. Chreme how fascinating the buy. Believer from Ashaiman Golden City. Our President Tata is doing well, but we need our Honorable MP Afote Agbo to visit us as Ashaiman. The Golden City, not defeated by Ashaiman. Kaba, I'm Collins from Asanko. I was not counted. Is it because NDC could not do the one-time NHIS? That's why they are condemning MPP free education policy. NDC Gangantuan failures in 2012. Kaba, I registered once for the NHIS, but I received 3 cars. Vincent Inwa, Adom. Nema 3 now for 2 na kanin for mom. MP Ama Buama should kill me personally and save the gas. Malami. Yenkuni and Famra Jomoro. Kaba, I like the MPP man very well because he's speaking the truth. Nanado. Wow, okay. Good morning. I'm Awomaso Domia Bra in Ashanti region. I was not counted. I'm living at Morgan Junction, Domia Bra. Okay, please come and count me. Okay, or in the house number plot 53. Hey, or the account. MP for Nkwanta District voter, wake up. He's too dormant. Kuchu. Some of the multi-TV channels are not coming. Pacho, Rescan, and as a call your installer, no matter. Bad management everywhere since NDC took power. Why? Collins and Ifibogo, so they buy. Nana should come out with a concrete source of finance where he will get the huge amount of money to make our senior high school free. From John in Kumasi, NDC should stop putting blame on previous regime and fix the hardship we Ghanaians are going through in Ghana. Agaras and Edifi Bimbela, they buy NDC has nothing good for Ghanaians. We will vote them out this 2012. God bless Ghana, God bless the MPP. Righteous everybody and on the free by. Uncle Atta is confused. He can rule Ghana no more. Therefore, he must consult former President Kufuor as to how he will do the handing over ceremony meant on the free by US. Okay, it's unprecedented because cement is 20 Ghana cedis from George Indoma Hinkro. John Boadu, you are too much MPP all the way. Kaba, I'm a teacher. Do not talk about school uniforms. Teacher Mills, be quiet at the buy. I shouldn't talk about it. Why? Kaba, tell President Mills to come to ATL. ATL workers has not been paid since February 2012. Salary KK Akosombo. Kaba, what is John saying? What John Boadu is saying is true. Please now rent their own rooms from Abdul Aziz. Or say, Unia Nene Juma, Professor, okay, Prof. Amas Obuase. Kufuor is a disgrace to our MPP party because he could not afford reasonable answers to the BBC interrogations as presidential candidate to the MPP. A big shame. My question is to John Boadu, which instrument is going to be used to measure corruption level at the highest peak? Woyo meter, Betty meter, Muntanka meter. Okay, I'll see the hand now. They are fine. Gargantua meter. Yeah. Okay.
So can bet
yeah, time as soon yes, see unfortunately, yet me Alpha for and some sense time as soon as see a call. No more answer na me call no Chris Pat Ear Center say wasum asi yabubo asawa na ye dia hyemu kra no a oba omba hurumu omo audiological instruments a waso ye kan asem ase o se sen mantio kan bibiem there be uhiamwa Chris Pat Ear Center ewo tema na ombetimi omo akra ebi nso ewo tema ebi nso ewo East Legon na ombetimi anywhere din so 0244 675962 and 0248 878057 and afi 0247 584402 medivo yeta masom pamcho ye de beso a Ura John Boadu deputy communication director the New Patriotic Party openia da su papa sanso no Ura Kwame Janto aye deputy communication director
deputy general secretary
Adom CPP abraso asieko ye de na say de ma mo mutimi send a text messages na ye koni aba ne de billboard at 12 so ansa na nana ya tena say e me de fisem so at 12 so ye de ma say ye ba sisia